Start small, learn the process,
Mhm.
and just continue to be consistent in that process. And that is what generates wealth in everything, not just stock, just everything.
Great. Mhm.
YouTube,
Mhm.
investing, career,
Actually
Mhm.
practicing it too.
education.
Yeah.
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 Like one of the points that I've heard people say, I remember I was talking to someone maybe like 2 years ago, and I was telling him about, hey, maybe you should consider starting to look into stocks. And he was like, oh, he feels that he wants to have some amount of money first, even though he had been working for a while and had money. It's
Yeah.
like he's almost like saying, oh, I want to wait till I have the $1 million to then start putting it in stocks. But then if you think about it, when you just start learning something new, you're not going to be as good as it. You're not going to be
Yeah.
as good at it. So losing 10% when you have the $1 million is 100 grand, but losing
Yeah, exactly.
10% when you have 10 grand is grand. So
Yeah.
maybe you put something in a stock, it drops, and you're like, oh, and you can now learn what happened. So you're like, okay, I should have seen this. Okay, I can learn from this lesson. I can sell, and then I can go for it, and then like you can build a wealth. So that when you've now put in that time, you've built up that $1 million portfolio over the years. You now
Mhm.
know way more than if you just
Yeah.
waited till you had $1 million and then put it in and then lose. So it
Lose all of
just
it at
makes
one go.
sense you just have to kind of practice, just start as soon as
Mhm.
possible. Just start. It doesn't have to be a lot of money, just grand, 2 grand, whatever, just a small amount. And you just is the habit, being consistent, budgeting, saving your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell people you have to learn to ride bicycle before you can ride a bike. So,
Yeah.
but nobody not just
Real.
jump on them first. Well, bike and it's a 1,000.
Mhm.
Start from a yank.
Yeah.
Take your time, go up. But
Yeah.
another thing that people always say to her is like, I can get so much more putting my money in
Mhm.
business. This is true.
Mhm.
If you have a good business, or if
Mhm.
you have a product or a service that people want.
Mhm.
People always think that business is upside. Trust me, business. The amount of them to start, the amount
Mhm.
of them to fail. If
Mhm.
even one customer, and you're already like 2,000 US down. So it's like it's not as easy as people make it out to seem. But let's just say they started it and they put $1 million in the business and they make back another million. So 2 million. That's great. When you start make suitable good profits, like you're going to use that when you start another business again and still have business A running. So now you have
Yeah.
two business. So your time split up more another day again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So do the same thing with business B again. What you gonna do again? Or you start business C. Now you have to park your money somewhere where that money can actually work for you without all that upfront effort and headache. And that's what people
You let someone else handle that.
should. But the people should understand what investing is. It's not going
Mhm.
to be an end all means to all my physical work out there. But it's just going to be another stream of income for some, or it's going to be wealth preservation for some. And that's
Yeah.
why I think people should actually know what type of investor they are. Actually, go to an advisor who knows what they're talking about and let them evaluate you before you even start out about stock or bonds, crypto. Figure out where your mind is, figure out what goals you want, figure out the timeline, figure out how risky you are, and then we can take it from there. That's when people come in the
Mhm.
comments and say, oh, um, Ray, what should I buy? Or blah, blah, blah. Is it that don't answer? Is it that don't answer? Or I message them privately. Depends on how you structure the question. Because based on how somebody structures the question, you can know
Yeah.
what they are about.
Yeah.
And then I'll take
Multitasking.
it from there. And if you've ever invested before, do you know what investing is? Do you know the type of investments that are out there?
Mhm.
Have you ever tried something else? What is your personality? Do you like to work? There's a lot of things to talk about
Mhm.
somebody when it comes to investing. So
Mhm.
business may be good for some. Investing may be good for some. Both may be good for you, but again, people have to do that evaluation for themselves and just jump
Mhm.
first into something,
Yeah.
lose their money, and
Mhm.
then say, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
investing no
That's
work.
why it's hard, because think about it. You could have told someone to buy like Transjam say earlier this year. So if someone say, yo, which stock I must buy? And you said Transjam, and suppose they bought at like $3.50. I think it had flown up to like $3.50 initially when the first dividend was announced. Then it dropped back down to almost like $3 low. So you could have bought then. They could have bought then bam, they see themselves down 10, 15, 20%. They say, shouldn't have do this stocks thing, them sell. And then they go fly up to almost $5. So you weren't wrong with your recommendation.
Yeah, exactly.
But they could sell and then they'd probably even hate you more because they say, yo, I was down, now, you know, and then I saw like, oh my gosh, that they even feel worse.
So iffy with telling people. Yeah, so people say, what do you invest in? Yes, we can share the stocks then, but you can copy my portfolio, but it won't give you the result. You may probably have a better result based on your entry. My fiance, percentage-wise, her portfolio leap and bounds ahead of mine. Because when we were buying the stock, and I was doing the review with her, and I said, oh, what you can buy that? Buy this, buy that. Once you buy it, you know, that's it. You buy it, and she just put in her money, eat more than buy more, and the dividend, and reinvest some of my dividends. And our portfolio, she doesn't sell. Our portfolio are way ahead of mine because on her philosophy, I don't, maybe it doesn't fully 100% know it, but she's proving the consistency model. Like, so I think they wins the race.
Do you find that that's a thing? Like when you, I don't want to say invest for other people, but you know, you have your fiance, maybe invest for maybe like a parent or so on. Because for me, that's a thing where when I invest for someone else, like I invest my parents' portfolios, they do better than me.
Yeah, man.
It's such a weird thing that happens for me, but like
because we take a lot of risk with our money.
Yes,
we cross every T and dot every I within somebody else's money, and that's a good trait you have.
It is
showing that you can manage other people's money. But when it comes to my money, I say, oh, all right, we could try something with this, and but it happened.
That's so accurate. That's so accurate.
Yeah, I'm trying something with this. Without no research, nothing at all. Just buy. I your prayer. I mean, come back and come full circle and say, you should stick to your philosophy, stick to your investing philosophy.
That's true.
It always come back. I never made a gamble. That's a gamble. I've never made a gamble and stop and it pay out.
Yeah.
Only time I'm successful in stocks is when I actually take up a report and say, all right, let me see what this company does. Simple as saying what it does and see if I understand the business. If I don't understand the business, what is something easy. Let me see who sell juice. We see who sell juice.
Yeah.
Them sell some boxes and them. So that's easy to understand, you know? Simple logistics of getting some products from point A to point B, then make goods and produce it in-house. Easy. And just be distributor for some people. Easy business. Then you see all this stuff on. Easy. I go over some of the balance sheet. And balance sheet is kind of intimidating for a lot of people. But yeah, the balance sheet intimidating for a lot of people. But for those who understand it, or at least try to understand some of it, it's good. Management discussions will tell you all you need to know about it.
A lot of things like, you know, Google is your best friend. ChatGPT is there too.
Yeah.
Like if you don't understand it.
I know,
You see why? But do something yesterday. Let me tell you, I was researching Wington. Wington. I'm not saying Wing. Wington. Is it ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Chat.
Yeah, we use it all the time. For
wicked research.
Everything. Yeah, wicked research. You should try Perplexity. We're giving away a lot of gems. Perplexity AI or Claude, but Perplexity is really
good for
good.
Like research.
Yeah, really, really good for research. It scours the internet. It will scour the Gleaner articles, maybe the financial reports and so on. So it's just based on the prompts you give it. But I prefer Perplexity when I'm researching, because it even shows the articles as it goes through. It also asks you other prompts too, like, oh, do you want to know what Wigton's expansion plans are, or do you want to know this, that? So it's really good, really good.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yesterday when I put it in the chat GPT, I upload the 2022 to 2023 report, and I upload the 2023-2024 report. And I was watching Khalida's program. Same time, I'm at lunchtime watching the program, listening. And the moment that the CEO mentioned that they had a 33% tax cut, that's 33%. I don't remember the exact statement, but immediately as he said that, that's what the AI gave me in a summary that they got from the management report. So they're saying that that helped them also with their revenue. I'm saying, okay, that's actually great. So can you calculate the PE ratio for me? And it compared both years, and it says PE ratio for 2023, 2024 is a lot more realistic and reflects a truer value than the prior year. I'm saying, damn, this thing is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's
powerful.
It's as good as you though. It's as good as the person using it.
Definitely.
That's what I've realized. It's as good as it. Got certain people will know what to ask for. Because even when I said, all right, I'm going to do a projection. So they have won the bid, 50 megawatt bid. And let's say profit increased by 5%. It'll be out the new balance sheet, income statement, cash flow, everything.
Yeah.
And I saw all that and I'm saying, oh, okay, based on these projections, it looks good. Dividends are still low, so it doesn't take all the positives for me because if the dividend yield was, well, I understand why the dividend yield can't be good because they're going to reinvest a lot of money. But just seeing insights like those, and then it gives me recommendations. Oh, I'm going to score this at 7.5 out of 10. So, oh, AI helps a lot.
Yeah, man.
It
It
helps
helps
a
us
lot,
so
man.
much. Preston,
Yeah, people don't have an excuse anymore.
Yeah, Preston, you use AI for a very interesting reason recently. I don't know if you want to share.